Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Freedom marchers, freedom lovers, freedom family, and freedom fighters. Snapzilla Gorillas in the building. And I'm coming through on this Sunday, pardon me, just to, you know, motivate you guys to touch base. Let you guys know that even though the world is crazy right now, that does not mean that you get to wallow in just wallow in sadness, wallow in doom and gloom. Everything is not doom and gloom, right? The earth has been around for billions of years and we have occupied it, but for a fraction, right? We have not been on this earth very long, right? And the earth has thrived without us, and it'll continue to thrive in the future when we're no longer here, right? This is just a reality. This is just a reality. But while we are here, it's important to understand the importance of individuality. Individuality is of the utmost importance in this world as a human being. Salute to Supreme Being. Salute to you. Good morning. Individuality is the single most important identity on this planet. Why is that important? It's important because we have to understand that my needs and your needs beyond the most basic level, right? Beyond the hierarchy of needs. Everyone has the same hierarchy of needs in the most basic sense. Food, water, oxygen, right? Shelter, all the things that we naturally need to stay alive, to sustain ourselves. Everybody has those same needs. But beyond that, every individual has their own desires, their own pursuits, right? And many people might have similar pursuits, similar desires, and similar wants. But that does not mean that we have to have group think. We don't have to think along the same lines all the time. We don't always have to agree to respect each other, right? To respect each other's freedoms, to respect each other's rights, to respect each other's individuality, because that is where we get shit fucked up, right? We get it fucked up. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm driving carefully. We get it fucked up when we believe that, well, if we have the same ideology, then we always have to be in agreement, right? And if people don't agree with us, then there's something wrong with them and we must do something about it. Because that's what politics is, y'all. That's what politics is. Politics is about convincing you. If I'm a politician, my purpose in being a politician is to convince you that my ideology and my philosophy is the right one, and that I'm trying to convince you to think like me, to behave like me, to have the same moral direction, the same moral compass as me. That's not what this is about, right? And that's what's wrong with politics. That's why they debate. That's why they argue. That's why they come up with these fancy words. That's why they push and spew word salad instead of just answering simple questions. They can't answer the question in a way that sounds good to everybody. Because a lot of people that their way is the right way. And that's why politics can't answer questions. Because they know if they answer the question directly, it's going to leave out some of their constituents or some of their potential constituents, right? If let's say I'm a Democrat. I'm a Democrat and I'm running for office. I'm a politician. And I say, and I want you to vote for me. Most politicians, to be honest with you, They're going to try to answer in a way to keep their base, to keep their constituents, to keep their supporters on their side. Because if they deviate from that, if they're truly honest, they know they're going to lose some people. So they'll lie, they'll manipulate, they'll tell you what you want to hear. Right? They'll sell you a dream. Politics, to be a politician, to be a pimp. And that, salute to y'all. Good morning. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come up in here. Hit the like button, please. In order to be a politician, you have to be a pimp. You're pimping, you're selling a drink. Because that's what pimping is all about, right? You selling a drink, you telling people what they want to hear, right? When you want to create a stable of women, when you want to put some people on a stroll, right? You tell them you're going to take care of them. You promise them this. You tell them that, oh, we're gonna make enough money to buy a mansion one day. I'm going to take good care of you. No one's going to hurt you. You're selling a dream. But when you convince that woman or that man to join you, and your true colors come out. But now you're locked in. They started feeding you drugs, right? They're drugging you, right? They're abusing you. They're taking everything away from you that makes you self-sustainable, self-sufficient, and independent. And they're making you reliant on them. And if you get out of pocket, guess what? They got a strong pimp hand to go upside your head with. Oh, yeah. They got that strong pimp hand. Politics is pimping, y'all. Politics is pimping. That's straight up and down the way it is. So if a politician answers a question, they're going to answer the question in a way where you're not even going to know what the answer is. You're going to be like, what? But they speak it so eloquently that you're like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is. You hope that what they're going to do is going to be in your best interest. Salute to Black Spring with Autumn in the building. Salute to you. Salute to the real Shelton. Politics is pimping, y'all. Right? Because there is no way in hell that 535 people is going to be able to represent 350 million people, or 340 or 330, whatever it is. There's no way. There's no way at all. You just hope that they're going to do something that's going to benefit you down the road, right? Politics is waiting. Politics is waiting on somebody to do something for you. And that's what government is. Government is the same thing. Government is a pimp. Politicians are pimps. Yes, please grab a book. Are you wear contact lenses? No, I don't. I don't wear contact lenses. No, I don't. Trump to jail? Yes. And guess what? See, I love it. If Trump needs to go to jail, then guess what? So does Joe Biden. So does Bill Clinton. So does Hillary Clinton. George H. Bush. Well, he's dead. George W. Bush. All these motherfuckers need to go to jail. All of them. They all do. See, you know what? You know what MAGA is? MAGA is Donald Trump's stable of hoes. Yeah. He pimped y'all. Hey, he sold y'all a hell of a dream, didn't he? Especially in his last term. Right? No, especially during this campaign. He sold y'all a hell of a dream, didn't he? He told you he was going to get the Epstein files released. He told you he was going to end the war in Ukraine and the war in Gaza on day one. He told you he was going to get rid of those visas, those H-1B visas. He said he's going to stop all that. Oh, yeah. And he talked mad shit about China, didn't he, during his first term? He called the coronavirus the China virus. Now he's selling our country out to China to allow 600,000 Chinese nationalists, which equals 600,000 Chinese spies. Because guess what? It is Chinese law that if you are a national going to another country, you are a spy for the country automatically. That's how it works in China. Salute to How to Be Free. Salute to you. It says it's hard to imagine a more stupid and more dangerous way to make a decision than by placing those decisions in the hands of people who pay no price for being wrong. Absolutely. Someone says whatever. Did I hear about him blowing Bubba? Sure, I heard about it. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Who cares if Donald Trump sucked off Bill Clinton? So what? I don't care about that. I don't care about what another man puts in his mouth. That's not my concern. But see, they make it y'all concern for what reason? Right? I don't care about that. I don't suck dick. And no man sucks my dick. Why would I care? I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care. Y'all brought that shit up. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. Get to 36. Abby Sweet says, who Abby Sweet says they want to do business with me. What kind of business? Hit me up at freedomsmarch80@gmail.com. I'm open to all communication. I didn't bring it up. Somebody in the chat brought it up. The bottom line, salute to the brother Insane in the building. The bottom line is our politicians, our so-called representatives, they are pimps. They sell you a dream so that you can help place them in the position of power. And then when they get in that position of power over you, guess what they do? They change the script. They flip the script. That dream they sold you, they snatch that shit away. And they tell you to shut the fuck up. And they smack your ass when you get out of line. Yeah. And we fall for it every time. Oh, well, 2 years, we're going to vote you out. We're going to primary you in 2 years. Let's primary him. Or in 6 years. Or in 4 years. Oh, we'll just replace you in 4 years. Meanwhile, they get 3 more or 2 more years or 1.5 years or 5 more years to smack your ass around and cause more damage. And we sit back and we tell people, well, you just got to go out and vote next time. Yeah, just go out and vote. The answer that they give you to your problems is to go out and vote. They don't have any real solutions. Sure, you love Trump. Every hoe loves their pimp until a better pimp comes around and you choose up. Then you just go with that pimp and you love them more than you love the previous pimp. Plus, he's a predator. They all are predators. They all prey on the people in one form or another. Salute to the brother Sheldon. This pimp better than Biden pimp. See, that's how it works, right? I just told you that. I just told you, you're just going to choose up on another pimp. But you're still getting pimped. See, it's the lesser of two evils argument. You're still choosing evil. Now it's the better of two pimps argument. You're still choosing a pimp to smack your ass around. No more softball shit. Well, I never did give y'all softball shit. Y'all are being pimped. And guess what? I'm being pimped as well. I'm still getting extorted. I still live in this society. You choosing evil is choosing nothing. That's complete and utter nonsense. Complete and utter nonsense. If I don't choose a pimp, I'm not. That doesn't make any sense. That's as dumb as saying, if you don't vote, then you don't have a say. That's dumb as fuck. I get more say than the voters do. Rodolfo Valdez says, all them fools can juggle these nuts. I love to hear that. See, more and more people are coming to an understanding. See, this is what's going on right now. You got a fracture or a a split down the MAGA in the MAGA group. They're splitting off and they're dividing. One can hope that the people that are splitting from MAGA, you know, the America First crowd on the right, pimping and hoeing is the best thing going. Absolutely. And that's all politics is. Pimping and hoeing. Yeah. See, the pimp, before they snatch your ass up, before you choose up on a pimp, they ain't gonna smack you around. They ain't gonna cuss you out. They ain't gonna take all your money. Because they need to have you come on board voluntarily. They need you to volunteer. Because guess what? This is the life you chose. And they use that against you when you try to buck. Trump is a dickhead politician. So is Camel Toe Harris. So is Joe Biden. Dickheads. You're a chained up dog on hot air. I don't have any solutions, says Mario Contreras. Apparently you're new to the channel because I've given plenty of solutions. I am a solutionary. I've given solutions. If you've been on my channel, if you've rocked with your boy for a while and you've heard my solutions, then you know I do have solutions. But see, hot air, what is hot air? What does it do? When you have a hot air balloon and you put hot air in that motherfucker, what does it do? What does hot air do? It motherfucking elevates, does it not? Hot air elevates. Hot air rises, motherfucker. Yeah, so hell yeah, I'm spewing hot air, motherfucker. Now what? What was it? See, if you have been on this channel for a while, you know I have solutions. Yeah. My hot air elevates. See, because you mad because you can't come on and show your face and tell the people what's what. But I ain't got to say you the dream to let you know that you motherfucking sleep. I ain't got to say you a dream. You're already dreaming. It's called the American dream. Go back to jungle. Okay. That's probably the best place for us. Salute to Lisa L. Salute to you. Lisa Lee dropped me a thumbs up. Salute to you, Queen. And Rachel R. Sent 100. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. How to Brief, he says, the state claims to be the sole arbiter of what is right, agreeing that they murder are wrong, but commit those things. It's pure hypocrisy. See, y'all mad that you guys are voluntary hoes. Yeah. Yeah. See, you guys volunteer to keep the chains on. You do know that. I have chains on. I'm enslaved as well. I just understand it. I understand why. And I understand why we continue to be in chains, because the people continue to give their consent to be governed. Sure, I'm a grifter. I grift for freedom. Absolutely. I grift for individuality. I grift for all that. Call me a grifter. I don't care. Yeah, I'm a grifter. Flame Warrior says we can't be lukewarm Christians. We got to repent of sin and turn to Christ before it's too late. I hear you. I hear you. Lord Crimson, salute to you. He says, I believe the only people that still support Trump would absolutely drink the Kool-Aid. Absolutely. But it's not just Trump supporters that drink Kool-Aid. Salute to Tabitha Lofton. Salute to you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Those drinks are terrible for you. Well, what am I drinking? Maya Coopwood. What am I drinking? Do you know what I'm drinking? What am I drinking? Government itself legitimized organized crime. Absolutely. Love Top says, Russia, if you can hear me, release the videos, pictures, and tapes. Yeah, well, they all need to be released. This is the reality. Some of y'all don't want to hear it. It's okay. I'm just letting you guys, I'm here to let y'all know. Politics is pimping. Salute to Pride Fire to TV. The screen's am I back now, y'all? Give me a Romeo, Lima, Charlie. You can't see me, but can you hear me? Am I back? Romeo, Lima, Charlie, y'all. Okay, good. Listen, man. I have solutions. There are solutions, and it's not just me. There are plenty of people out there with solutions. Right? The solution is not the one that hasn't been working for decades. And what solution is that people tell you? What do people tell you? What do statists tell you? What do they tell you the solution is whenever these politicians do what they're inevitably going to do? Oh, you just got to go out and vote next time. Just vote for the better person next time. Vote for this guy. Vote for that guy. Vote based on policies and vote based on this and that. Desiree Oliver, salute to my queen. My beautiful Desiree Oliver. Salute to my beautiful Wi-Fi wife up in the building. It's always lovely to see you. Black Spring Autumn drops a copy of my book. Thank you, God. Thank you, Black Spring. I appreciate you. J Man, salute to you. They want to excessively profit off the solutions. Yes. See, they tell you the solution is to go out and vote. That's what they tell you. Go vote next time. Well, people have been voting for decades. What has that done? Right? Like there's my wife brought my attention, my at-home wife, not my Wi-Fi wife. You know. She told me, and by the way, my wife, she's very open-minded in regards to that. You know, don't worry about it. My wife, she knows what's up. She knows I handle business, so she ain't tripping on nothing. She knows I always don't handle my business. Anyway, my wife has a certain understanding nowadays, and it's kind of refreshing, right? But anyway, she brought my attention to a guy who is apparently a Palestinian Christian. He's going to be running for governor of South Carolina, where I live. And I like some of his ideas. And I want to interview him on my channel. So I reached out to him. Salute to you, Azalea Valencia. Azalea, please send that to my email, freedomsmarch80@gmail.com. freedomsmarch80@gmail.com. And please, Black Spring with Autumn or Desiree or your team, please drop my email in the chat so people can go check that out. She brought this guy, I forgot his name. His last name is Hakeem. He's a Palestinian Christian, right? I like some of his ideas. And he's going to be running for governor of the state of South Carolina. I want to interview him. And I kind of want to support him, but I'm not going to vote for him, right? I'm not going to vote for him. Thank you. Thank you to the beautiful Desiree Oliver. I appreciate you. Salute to you. I love that smile, though. Lovely smile. Yes, so Azalea says, I apologize, I didn't get the email too fast. Desiree Oliver dropped the email in the chat. Yes, how to be free. Voting is a suggestion box for slaves. So He's going to be running for governor. I'm not going to vote for him because I don't vote. I don't think that's. But I like the message, right? He's probably not going to win, but if he gets the message out there, right, and reaches as many minds as possible, I want to help him do that. Of course, obviously, I'm not going to vote for him to be governor. I'm not going to do that, right? But I'll support his message. At first, I got to see where his mind's at. I want to see where his mind's at. So anyway, Fly Guillotine says Dick Gregory exposed that. Yes, Dick Gregory was a real one of my favorites. Just like George Carlin. George Carlin and Dick Gregory, two pioneers of free thought. Two pioneers of free thought. What do I think about? What are my thoughts on Donica Trump-Winsky? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Someone says no clue how anything works. What are you talking about? How what works? I have you have no clue of how everything works. That's why we're stuck in this fucking cycle. So y'all don't know how it works. That's why we're stuck on stupid. That's why we continue to have these chains placed on us. And that's why they continue to give us bread and circuses. Because we're just going to continue to do the same shit. We don't know how it works. I know how it works. I know who these politicians truly represent, even on the local level. You don't think these local politicians are being influenced and represent other interests than their constituents? Then you're out of your mind. I know how to be free. You're unleavened Evan. Salute to you, brother. Anyway, I got to go up in here and get these wood pellets so I can smoke these ribeye. Cannot wait. Fully ignorant is crazy, stuck on stupid for real. Yes. What do? Well, we're supposed to decouple, right? We're supposed to. First thing we need to do is become self-sufficient. We need to focus on land ownership and homesteading. We need to focus on being independent. We need to focus on being self-sustainable, regenerative farming, all that good shit. We need to be as independent as possible. And then we start to decouple. We remove ourselves from the system as much as possible and go from there. Right? I will break it down again at another time, but I gotta go. What is my thoughts on the NYC mayor? I think he's just like any other politician. I think he sold his constituents a dream. Yeah. He sold them a dream, and he might accomplish some of those things, but at the end of the day, he's still serving the system. Yeah. I do know that he has been donated the millions and millions of dollars for his campaign came from George Soros. I do know that. Yeah. I know George Soros funded much of his campaign, and George Soros, do you know who his prodigy is? His prodigy is the Secretary of Commerce. I forgot his name. The guy that helped Argentina get the $40 billion from the United States. They're all tied together. George Soros' protege helped Citron, right, who invested in Argentina, get the bailout money from the United States government. The head of the Department of Treasury. That's George Soros' protege, and George Soros funded through his organization's Mamdani's campaign. They're all connected. No, I don't vote at all. Salute to you, Desiree. Thank you for reminding me I need to get off here. Anyway, I just want to come through and check in real quick. You know, I'm going to do more content tomorrow. You guys stay up. I appreciate you guys. Salute to you, Tiff's Take. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, he definitely was funded by George Soros. Yes, George Soros. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Lots of money. Oh, a shitload of money. Yeah. Anyway, y'all stay up, man. Hit me up at freedomsmarch80@gmail.com. And let's get this movement going, y'all. Anyway, stay up. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. And we're going to keep marching forward.